Hello, how are you? Are you doing good? I hope you're doing great. Thank you so much for checking in. I do appreciate it. How was your day? Long day for you? Yeah, it's Monday. You know how it goes. 11 hours for me in the trenches all day long. Did you have a busy day? 10 hours, 12 hours? Well, if you worked 12 hours today, you started really early. Yeah, that's early. But speaking of that, someone is starting right now, 8 o'clock. They're going to go all night, maybe finish at 7 a.m. I don't know if I can do that anymore. Once upon a time, I would work 5 to 2 in the morning, get home at 3:30 in the morning. No, thank you. Those days are over. I like to be home at night. But really, I really wanted to talk about a topic that I had in my mind, and I really didn't know if I should because it may be negative, but someone actually reached out to me and said, "You're not being negative, you're voicing your opinion." And I thought that was well said. This is going back, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks ago. I made a video and I said, "I don't want to be negative." That was the title of the video. And someone responded with a pretty nice message, a very well detailed message saying, "You're not being negative, you're voicing your opinion." And that was what this platform is for, voicing your opinion. And the world has kind of lost their way. She made a lot of sense. I believe it was a she. I'm not sure. Maybe it was a he. I forget the username. So I'm going to get right into it. Why are people so angry all the time? Do you understand? I don't understand. I really don't get it. For me personally, I really don't want to tap myself in the back and say I'm a nice guy, but I really do think I am. I think I'm a nice guy. But you know something, week after week, month after month, people jabbing you. They jab. And you let things go. You let things go. You know, somebody's flipping you off. Somebody's cutting you off, flipping you off. All this crazy stuff. Saying some smart remarks. You know, every single day you let things go. You let things go. And then it comes to a point you just lose your cool. For me, it's like, okay, this person said something or did something, let it go. Second person said something or did something, let it go. The third person, same thing. Said something or did something, you continue to let it go. You get to the fourth, fifth, sixth person, and maybe the fifth or the sixth person may not have said anything really crazy, may have said something a little snarky, but you snap on them. I think human nature, if you want to be a nice guy, if you are a nice guy, again, I don't want to pat myself in the back, but I do believe I'm a nice guy. And I do believe some anxiety can't come from that. I believe I do suffer from anxiety. And I think that's part of the problem, always trying to be a nice guy and pleasing everybody. But today I'm like, it wasn't even snapped at somebody. I just stood my ground and said my piece, you know? An hour later goes by and I'm thinking to myself, wow, maybe I shouldn't have said it that way, or I should have said it this way instead of that way. You start overanalyzing everything. I'm like, what is going on? And then it kind of puts me down in a cranky mood or kind of depressed state of mind because, you know, you let things go so many times and you really should have lashed out at that person, and this person said something and it wasn't really that bad, and you lashed out at this person. You know what I mean? Can you relate? It is crazy how that works. Maybe you just can't always bite your tongue. I know you want to be nice. I know you want to, you know, when you're gone from this world and they think of you, they want to say, wow, he was a really nice guy. He was a hard worker. He was a nice guy. He went out of his way to help everybody. But it comes that one moment and you lash out or you stand your ground And it's like, oh, after an hour, you calm down and you say to yourself, wow, maybe I shouldn't have said it that way. Maybe I shouldn't have lashed out. Isn't that crazy? I think it is a little crazy if you ask me. I think that's the problem of being a nice guy. It creates so much anxiety on how you should word things all the time. It's amazing. Not to mention, that is why I don't talk politics at all. I will not talk politics or religion. Politics, I don't want to talk about politics for this reason. You can't please anybody. If you watch anything with politics, it's like, I hate you more. I hate you more. You messed up more. You messed up more. It's back and forth. Democrats did this. Republicans did that. Democrats did this. Back and forth. And it's like, give it a rest. Just run the country. Do a good job. Get united. Right? But that's why you can't talk politics. Because if you're a Democrat, people will hate you for life. And if you're a Republican, people will hate you for life for that too. So you really can't go either way. You just got to stay neutral. You can't really talk politics. And that's why I don't talk politics. Because it's just a bag of worms you don't want to open. You really don't. I think for me, politics is the president and everybody in the White House. It's a different snake with a different head. It's the same snake with a different head. Or if you want to say, it's a different rat with the same head. That makes a little more sense, I guess. I don't know. They're all the same. They have all an agenda. They want to be in there and politics to control the narrative and fill their pockets. How does somebody go into politics and they're making $100,000 a year, and next thing you know, they're worth $10 million? Yeah, it's not. There's a problem there. There's a big problem there. That's why I don't talk politics, and that's what makes people even more angry. That on top of everything else, that makes people angry. And the world is so angry already. Wow, you're just throwing fuel on the fire talking politics. Yeah, they're all the same rat with a different head. That's the way I gotta put my piece. That's my only thing I can say. They all have their agendas. They all want to make money. They can't make $100,000 a year, and 2 years later they're worth $10 million. Something's not right here. But anyways, we need more peace. Don't watch politics. Don't watch CNN. It's a lot of poison. It's back and forth between Democrats and Republicans. I hate you. No, I hate you more. I hate you. No, I hate you more. No, I hate you more. You know, it's crazy. The world has enough toxic energy. Do not watch politics. Whatever you do. Because you know why? You're still going to have to get up the next day. You're still going to have to go to work. You're still going to have to take care of your own life. Why bring yourself down with politics so much? And I hate you. I hate you. You're a Democrat. I hate you. You're a Republican. I hate you. Why would you like him? Why would you like her? Why would you like this? It's crazy. We don't need it. There's enough bad energy, and people are so angry already. Stop it. And then religion. Oh boy. Another thing. You know what? If I was gonna talk about something, would be religion. Because you know what? Religion is nothing but peace, happiness, love, uniting people. If I was gonna talk about anything, politics or religion, I would go religion. Because there's nothing but good in religion. But again, I stay away from religion because people want to argue about that. And that's crazy. And that's crazy to me. Don't you think that's crazy? What's your opinion? You're going to argue about religion. I'm a Catholic. I'm a Jewish. I'm Christian. I'm this. I'm that. I don't believe in any religion. Well, arguments do start with politics, and arguments do start with religion. No matter what you do in life, people are always going to find a way to find an argument. Even something as good as religion. Doesn't matter if you're Catholic, Christian, whatever. There's so much good in religion. Peace, love, bringing people together. But don't talk about it. There will be someone out there saying, get out of here with that stuff. Religion. You know? It's hard. It's difficult to please somebody and make them understand. You have your opinion and I have mine. So everything's cool, especially when it comes to religion. You know, and if you're talking politics, don't even bother. There's nothing good in politics, really. This is getting heavy. A heavy topic. Should I start this video over? People got to stop being so angry. They do. That's the moral of this story. And if you're a nice person out there, and I believe there's so many good people, I think they carry a lot of weight on their shoulders, a lot of anxiety. And when they lash out, I believe that they fall into a depression state. They bring themselves down so much. They're telling themselves, why did I say that like that? I should have done this. I should have said that. Yeah. People gotta be better. People gotta be better. It's just amazing how the world is. Tomorrow we're gonna do something nice. We're gonna go watch a sunset tomorrow. I'm gonna go make myself some leftover food from yesterday. Sunday dinner was really good. I had myself some Olive Garden soup. Yeah, it was really good. And leftovers, it's very good. So that's what I'm going to go do. I'm going to go eat myself some food. And tomorrow we're going to go watch a sunset. But let me know in the comments, why are people so angry? Why can't people just be nice? Why do people watch politics? Get away from that. It's too much poison. It's a different rat with the same head. Religion. Why can't people appreciate religion? There's nothing but good in religion, right? In the Bible, you read the Bible, everything is great in the Bible. Nothing but peace and common sense and values that people should live. But no. There will be people out there that will fight it. Tooth and nail. Yeah. I hope this video made some sense. For me personally, I was thinking about this. I didn't want to be negative. But week after week, people want to jab and say some stuff. And they're always like, cutting you off or flipping you off or doing something. And it's the last person that you thought, that's not the one that'll lose my cool and stand my ground and tell them what it really is. It just so happened that it was. Because you let so much go week after week, month after month. Isn't that something? And it's the one person you did not expect to lash out on. Maybe your wife, maybe your husband, maybe your son, maybe your daughter, somebody. You're lashing out at somebody close to you because you've built all this energy of everything that's happened week after week, month after month. And it's very simple, though. We got to be nice to each other. People got to stop being so angry. And that's what happened to me today. That's why I'm making this video. For a while, I've been thinking about this, but it happened today. You let things go week after week, month after month. And today, Somebody said something smart, and I stood my ground. I didn't lash out. I didn't flip out. I wasn't swearing. I wasn't doing anything crazy. I wasn't breaking stuff. I just stood my ground. They said some smart remark, and I stood my ground. I'm like, excuse me? That's not, I said my piece. So I'm making a video. I don't want it to be negative. I'm just voicing my opinion. The world's got to be better. The world's got to be nicer. Be nice to people. That's all we need to do. Be nice. Okay, I think I've gone long enough. Yeah, I think I've gone long enough. But I think that, in my opinion here, yeah, being a nice guy will accelerate the anxiety. And for sure, after I said my piece today, an hour later, I went way down. I fell into some kind of a depression state of what I should have said different, which I don't believe I did anything wrong. I just stood my ground for a change, for letting things go. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have ever dealt with a situation like that. Because I'm sure there's so many people out there that trying to be nice. And you don't want to pat yourself on the back, do you? But you know you're nice. You know you let things go over and over and over. And it was that one person that you least expected to lash out on or stand your ground. That was the one you did it to. When you should have did it to the other one. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, be nice to each other. The world is so angry. The world is moving so fast. Pay your bills. Go to work. So much tension in the world right now. With politics, with religion, with everything that is going on in the world. We need peace. We need love in this world. Thank you so much for watching. I'm checking out of this one. We'll see you on the next one. You know?